Welcome back to the build. Last we caught up, we had installed our windows and skylight and mounted our subfloor. After reinforcing the skylight by welding in steel supports, we're moving onto the wall and sliding pocket door that will divide the cab from the living area. We have a wall in our van and it really makes us feel like we're living in a tiny home rather than a van. After the dry fit, we used a router to cut out what will eventually be a large decorative shelf before disassembling the entire wall and prepping for paint, which requires hours and hours of sanding and edge banding. After testing 4 different paint samples, we finally decided on this warm gray, and now we can get to painting. We've done dark and light vans in the past, but never a middle tone, so we'll see how this plays out together, but let's hope for the best. After 1, 2, and 3 coats, we can begin the install of the wall. Now, keep in mind that this is a week's worth of work condensed into 60 seconds, and what these clips don't portray are the years this wall took of our lives. With that in mind, here's an 8-second time-lapse that in no way represents just how complicated this wall actually was, and how happy we are to have it pan out so well. Next up, it's time to take the van for a quick spin to test for squeaks. With everything sounding super quiet, we arrive back to the shop and install our max air fan, which will help with ventilation. Once that's done, we move on to leak testing each and every hole we made. With a successful leak test complete, that about sums up the past 7 days. Stay tuned for next week as we insulate, strap, and finish out more of the van.